is this the longest hearing we've had together so far? 3 days in a row?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we'll be in new territory tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. Do all of your hearings run this long?
Not all my probable cause hearings, but I will say that there's a couple, there's a certain range of respondents that take longer.
Mhm.
Well, we had one that was done in 2 days, right?
We had 2 that were done in 2 days.
That's a trend.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, Ms. Lawrence.
Good afternoon, Judge.
I would assume over the lunch hour you made an inquiry as to whether or not you had any documents.
Well, we did perform
that have been
searches
sent.
within, I asked those who were around me who might have had cases with Mr. Lucky if they had any such documents or information. Rhonda and I both searched our emails and our files. We do not have any audio recordings from Sarah Byers.
All right. Okay, well, at this point in time.
For the record, I have not spoken to Sarah Byers about this further.
Okay. Well, at this time, we're going to continue on with the hearing. And I would like to have Corp Counsel continue to look for any audio recordings that may have been submitted by Sergeant Byers. And until that is complete, I cannot and will not rule on any request for sanctions, and I would have to get more specific from Attorney Cross on that as well. So are we ready to proceed with the testimony of Mr. Lucky?
Oh, yes, we are.
Okay. Then, Mr. Lucky, I need you to raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
True. Correct.
Okay. All right. Then I'll let you go ahead and be asked questions by your attorney.
Great. Thank you, thank you, Judge. And Mr. Lucky, can you just say and spell your name, please?
James, James, last name Lucky, Lucky, Jr., Jr.
Okay. And you used to work for the Sheriff's Department, correct?
Correct.
Well, what were the dates of that?
August of 2017 to December of 2021.
Okay. And when you were, what job did you hold while you were at the Sheriff's Department?
I was a deputy sheriff.
For the entire time?
No.
Okay. What other jobs did you have?
I was working at the courts. You talking about as far as divisions or?
No, just the rank. Did you hold the rank of?
Deputy sheriff, yes.
Okay. While you were a deputy sheriff, did you experience any race discrimination?
Yes.
Okay. Did you experience any race discrimination from members of the public?
No.
Okay. Did you experience race discrimination from members of the Sheriff's Department?
Yes.
Okay. Did that discrimination start when you were in the academy?
Yes.
Okay. And what was that?
Just being the only Black deputy graduating from the academy. I was in there with like 21 white, it was 21, and I was like the only Black person there. I was being like physically mistreated as well due to the skin of my color. I mean, the color of my skin. People was pranking me, putting dead bumblebees on my food and water bottle, and everyone was aware that I was allergic to it, as well as the academy staff, because they provided, when it came to DAX or putting on equipment, they gave me a disposable mouthpiece because I was allergic to certain things like bleach, bees, and things like that. So they was aware of my, allergic reaction and stuff.
Okay, so while you were at the academy, you were getting teased and pranked. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. And did you tell anybody? So I guess my question is it coworkers that are doing the teasing and the pranking at that time?
Yes, it was coworkers saying, "How you getting over to the sports complex? You're going to take the Underground Railroad," of things like that. But the instructors, the staff be there. But what they would do is they would pretend they would actually do it. They would put their bonners on and turn to the side and laugh.
Okay, well, let's just hold on 1 second. So the first thing is that you're saying there were statements made to you like, how are you going to transport yourself? Are you going to take the Underground Railroad? Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And you interpreted that to be a race-based comment?
Yes.
Okay. And then you're saying that there were supervisors for that specific comment who witnessed that comment?
Yes.
Okay. And did they take any action after they had witnessed that comment?
No, they didn't. They pretended as if they didn't see it. They'd be right there and they hear the same thing that I heard, and they would turn and laugh. Like, you know how you don't want people to see you laugh and you turn away? It was like, plenty of those moments in the academy.
Okay. So not only do they not do anything and pretend not to see it, they would physically turn themselves. Correct. Okay. And when you say plenty of moments, what are there other examples other than this Underground Railroad one?
Yeah, so if there's a class being instructed on like cultural competency, which was held by Smoot, now he's a captain. I think he was a sergeant at the time. He taught cultural competency, and when I presented my case about my, everybody had to conduct a presentation. The entire class laughed during my presentation and stuff like that. So I felt singled out, and with Smoot holding that position, it just made me feel like I was alone. I was mistreated, and
Okay. And I don't mean to interrupt you, but let's just focus on this presentation for a second here.
All right.
Okay. What people were laughing during it?
correct.
Okay. What do you know why they were laughing?
I got to speaking about the presentation. I can't recall the actual topic, but everybody had to present something about cultural competency, about their culture, and that's what I did. And I was like
Well, so what culture were you talking about?
blacks.
Okay. And so you were giving a presentation on Black cultural competency?
Yes,
And that you were required to do as part of your job?
correct.
Okay. And you gave this in a classroom setting?
Yes,
Okay. And Mr. Smoot was there, right?
correct.
Okay. Now, so people were laughing during your presentation?
Yes,
Okay. And about how many people were laughing?
I was the only black, like about 20 people.
Okay, so fair to say almost the entire class?
Correct.
Okay. And was Mr. Smoot laughing?
Yeah, he'd do stuff like to try to show from laughing, he'd turn his head or he'd put his head down or put his hands in front of his face, and I can see it.
Okay. Now, you heard Mr. Smoot testify, right?
Correct.
Okay, and he testified about being the teacher at the academy?
Yes.
Okay. And did he mention that you were a student in his academy, in the class at that time?
I believe he said he don't recall or something like that.
Okay. And did he mention being present while others were laughing at your presentation of Black culture?
No, he didn't mention.
Okay. And we talked, I asked him questions about how he was qualified to teach a class in cultural competency, right?
Correct.
Okay. And he didn't mention that at that time either, right?
Correct.
Okay. And now I just want to tie Mr. Smoot, because we're just going to jump ahead here. But Mr. Smoot became an investigator for internal affairs, as far as you know?
Correct.
Okay. And did he ever investigate you at any time?
Yes.
Okay. And when he was investigating you, did you recall him laughing at you under his hand while you were giving a presentation on cultural competency?
During the IA hearing or in class?
During his investigations of you?
No.
Okay. Now, to back up then, so I have one example of the class. I've got the Underground Railroad comment. Are there other comments that we should know about?